Alright, so as you guys know, I have not been speaking much about the HellHades free-to-play challenge for a little while, and the main reason for that is because, as I said in one of my last videos, I was changing a little bit the way I was going to be playing the competition. But it is kind of a way a lot of times the second month plays out. It does depend a lot of whatever shard pools you have. If you get new champions, if you get good champions, someone like Geomancer, Godseeker, you know, those game-changing champions. So basically what I'm trying to say is I made some changes and now I want you guys to take a quick look where we are. Alright guys, and if you're ready to start playing Raid Shadow Legends today, if you guys click on the link in the description below, you will already start ahead of a lot of people, because as soon as you finish the tutorial, you'll be getting Karato the Fox Hunter. And then at level 25, you'll be getting Uugo. At level 40, you'll be getting Rector Drath. At level 45, you'll be getting Tagoar. And at level 50, you'll be getting Mausoleum Mage. Those are amazing champions to help you start your progression. So go ahead, click the link below. And as always, I'll see you in the game. What's up guys, this is your boy Russian with another HellHades free-to-play 2025 challenge. Alright, so let's take a quick look right now at the rankings, so you guys have an idea what actually transpired, you know, behind the scenes. So let's take a look. So as you guys can see right now, right on the top right, we have me on 4th on champion development. I actually in the last 24 hours, less than 24 hours, 12 hours, I actually got 2 rank 6 champions. So if we come in here to the account, as you guys notice, the ones I got up to 6th rank, they're the ones that kind of made sense. I was holding up in case I was lucky enough to pull a different champion. Then I would use my chickens to actually get him or her to level to 60. 6-star. Didn't happen. The only champions I actually debated for, so my last one was Kyoko. Now I was really between her and Morag, basically because Morag, she would help me a lot on Fire Knight, but that being said, I feel I would not gain enough points on Fire Knight alone compared to being able to push in the other dungeons. What Kyoko actually would help me. And even if I got Morag, it doesn't mean I would be able to keep pushing farther on the Fire Knight. So Kyoko was the best choice. Prior to her, I also got Genzin. Now, you guys have to remember, like, some of those champions, because I put them back burner, I wasn't really using them. The gear is just wrong. Like, she has HP, she has defense in here. I would like her to have speed, crit rate, etc. Now, the reason for me to have chosen that was, at the time, the only thing I was using her was really in the beginning, and was just for her ally protection. So, right now, yes, I'm gonna be using her for that, but she's gonna help me to push farther, because at this point, to be honest, Kyle does an okay job, but he pretty much dies more than he stays alive. He keeps having to be revived, so I need to really see if I need to keep him in some of the stages. A lot of times I found that it's better to remove him and put, for example, Kyoko, and just force push through the dungeons, like brute force the dungeons, okay? Not the best way, usually fights take a lot longer, but what you're doing is pretty much just healing yourself, protecting, healing, doing a little damage, and keep pushing on. Now, Great Hall development, I'll be honest, anybody who's pushing for Arbiter is not in the board, and probably not going to be in the board for the most part. The reason for that is you can't spread your points, and you will be on the Great Hall right here, but the problem is you're not advancing your Arbiter missions, because those require you to get yourself to level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10 on the Great Hall. And if you do that, I really doubt you would have points to spread anywhere else. So not so worried about that in here. I think by the end of the competition, if push comes to shove and I see I can't get Arbiter, or I already did, then I may start spreading points on the board. Faction Wars, not really doing bad, 280 points. And last week I kind of had to stop, so I could actually get more 6-star champions. So I had to stop pushing Factual Wars a little bit, but not doing too bad. And I have a lot of factions that pretty much have like just 1 or 2 stars. So if I can build the teams and honestly, to a certain point, at least through the first, I would say 6 to even like 12 stages, it's not that hard to build a team for that. So let me say 10 stages, it's 30 points alone. So, and I have a lot of factions I haven't touched, so that wouldn't be a bad thing. Classic Arena, I'm stuck on Gold 1. I moved to Gold 2, but I keep being bounced back. And I'll be honest, the last couple of weeks have been impossible for me to maintain. I don't have some of the main champions for Arena, so I have to really push through and force myself through. Let's see, I don't think I gotta make to Gold 5 Arena. If I did, I probably would already have completed some of the Arbiter missions, but I keep just having to catch on with that. That's okay. Tag team, still on Bronze 2. I feel Bronze 3 becomes very hard to push through. But now that I'm gonna start building more teams, probably by the next month, this is gonna change. Current fastest champion. I'm not even close to that. Not even looking at this. Now, everything else. So, one thing that changed and helped me a lot, I don't think I'm on the board. No, I wouldn't be. But I believe I have, let's take a look. Now let's move to the game so we can take a look in there. All right, so as you guys can see, I have 245 points right now. And pretty much the only reason I started pushing Nightmare, it wasn't for the points, but I did want that rank 5 chickens. 3 of them. That's what helped me to get Kyoku to 6-star. Now I want to push. I just need 7 more points and it's to get that Sacred and hope to get something good. I really wish I could get a Geomancer. Honestly, at this point, if I pulled the Geomancer, it would just completely change the game. If I pulled Miscreated Monster, also probably would help a lot. And that's the thing, because in the end it would help me to get points on the Demon Lord, what gives you a lot of points on the scoreboard. Until then, I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'll be honest, last year on the competition, I pulled Geomancer on day 89 or 90. So we'll see how that goes this year. But yeah, so what I'm stuck right now is stage 7. What I don't think I'm stuck, I feel if I actually pulled a couple of more times, I probably would be able to survive him. I always felt it's the same problem every time I close first time on Brimstone Path. You know, the moment he hits you and for you not to be resurrected when he blocks resurrection, it's kind of like you're done. That's the only problem in here, but in here it's kind of being hard for me to pass through. I feel I can get lucky if I really try. Yeah, but it's kind of being a little hard. Anyway, so this is stopping me to get this shard. Hopefully I get until this weekend because I believe that's a 2x event. So if I get this Sacred and pull it, I may actually get lucky. Let's see what happens. Now on Clan Boss, as I mentioned, I actually moved up to Brutal and I'm 2 to 3 keen. Brutal, and the reason is sometimes affinity, sometimes I get lucky and I push this pass halfway, but it's something, it's not for sure. A lot of times you guys need to understand this early and in this kind of competition, very hard for you to like speed tune your team. I know a lot of people do, but right now, as I'm trying to build some of them, I don't have the silver. So gotta wait on that, but I can get Brutal. The only thing is I've been having 0 luck to get any shards. I'm talking about ancient shards are not coming for me, much less voids. So hopefully I get luck. Books also not a thing for me. For some reason I get some silver in here and there and some garbage gear, and that's been going on for a month. So hopefully it changes. Chimera not being a problem to do easy. I gotta think 6 million points or something on easy. Not crazy, but just enough so I can run normal as well, probably later or tomorrow. Yeah, 7. Still short, but if you look at the different teams, most teams are running just like mine. that's the damage they're doing. The people hitting a little bit harder. They have guys like Bellower. Yeah, they lucked out with a couple of different champions that all the other guys don't have. So just food for thought. I'm not really complaining. I mean, that's how the game is. Tomorrow I may pull a double Uugo and everything changes. So I'm not really complaining. It's just you guys have to understand, like, big difference in some of those teams, and all comes down to RNG and lots of luck. So yeah, guys, like I said, I did have some decent pulls. I can't complain too much. Like, for example, Whisper is a really good champion. Morag, like, everybody will have her eventually because player and play. Tomoe, not a bad champion as well, but basically, while they're good champions, actually today I just pulled Seeker. Finally, it took forever. Now, I don't know how much Seeker will help me where it is right now. I feel, yeah, he will help, but he's still level 40. I'm gonna have to bring him to 60 and hope he can do the job I need him to do. But, so now it's pretty much hurry up and wait. So, for the most part, until I can get my affinity bonus to level 7, I'm already level 6, but now I need to figure out 700 gold shields, right? And as of right now, I have 100, I believe, so this is gonna take a while. And then I'm gonna open and have a lot more resources pretty quick, what is great, and I think that's what probably helped a lot of the other creators, the ones who are able to progress on Arena faster. As soon as I get to that point, hey guys, you gotta remember, it's something that happens in a day. In one day, I get this to level 7, and then I open a lot of resources, but then I may get stuck in some other areas behind, right? But that's not here or there. I feel it's still doing really good so far. Overall in the competition right now, we dropped to 15th place at 5,584 points. But honestly, yes, it is actually really far from guys like Brontcatter, Bone, and Dent. But like, if you guys see like Dante, for example, it drops almost like 1,000. Well, drops over 1,000 from first place. Like, huge gap between him and Bone. Hades, 6,707. But you gotta remember, like, even Hades, if you guys watch his video, he was way below. He was below me. And he jumped on points really fast. A lot of it has to do is, for example, as soon as I get certain gear, and I already got some of them, I just need the silver. So, or as soon as I get the silver, for example, and I'm able to equip some of my champions with that gear, then I'm gonna start being able to progress higher on dungeons, and then magically I get about 1,000 points in a couple of days. Or maybe hit the Demon Lord for more points, the same thing. So those, yes, they look like huge gaps, and they can be. A lot of times it's gonna have to do, you find this champion that just solves all your problems. So until then, boys and girls, we're gonna have to wait. All right. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Just want to give an update. I'm still in the competition, even if I'm more silent lately about it. I feel the second month, the third month, it's gonna start going crazy because that's the last month. And as of last year, that's when things start heating up, because for the most part, you already build the champions you would build normally. So yeah, it's just pushing as hard as you can. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the game.